What's up, everybody? This is Karak with ACG. Recently, Henry Cavill revealed that he is a huge video game player, and when asked what platform he played on, this happened.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're a PC gamer.
Yeah.
And that actually got me thinking, listen, I'll play games on pretty much every device. Hell, I'll do a lone wolf choose your own adventure game if I can just sit there turning the page, spinning rhymes like a mage, and making enemies feel my rage. Because I like games. Games of all kinds, really, regardless of where we're all at now. You can't fight the fact that our moms were just our mobile spawn point, and we all had to go back to get resources 6 to 8 times a day for the first month. But as we grow up, our experiences shape us. Sometimes we turn into this, and sometimes we turn into this. So with the help of an awesome patron idea, we decided to do the Henry Cavill Award. This is awarding a game that in 2019 saw the most benefits playing on PC versus console. And I get it, we all expect it to be better. But this is when a title really shows the difference. Because I think when you take game development into the discussion, you understand that things don't always go as planned. And that includes games across various platforms. Sometimes the platform ends up making such a huge difference that you're left staring at the screen thinking to yourself, you're playing a sequel and not the original. But sometimes it doesn't go that way. Anybody who's played PC games long enough knows the caveat. Sometimes the PC versions are crap ports. Sometimes they're locked to specific frame rates. Sometimes DX12 should just be called DX-No. Sometimes the peripherals that you expect to work just don't. And I still don't understand that one. And sometimes it can be a lottery system just to see if the devs took their time to take advantage of the extra power provided in machines where the graphics cards alone can be more expensive than 2 top-end consoles taped together. And to me this year there were a couple. Now, the honorable mention has to go to Red Dead 2. This is for sure. I mean, without a doubt, it's a testament to Rockstar's ability and sheer tenacity of financial focus that platforms like the Xbox X actually looked as good as they did. While noticeable, it was not as big, though, as the game I'm going to give the award to today. And that award absolutely has to go to, of all things, Control. Listen, like it or hate it, Control was throwing some next-level effects at the screen, and Remedy's use of intriguing level design, insane destruction, and physics-based superpowers meant you had a title that's default sedate state was the subway scene in The Matrix after they shot the shit out of it. But on consoles in particular, this thing had issues everywhere, with FPS problems in most battles, hitching and loading, dropped FPS, even when things weren't really occurring on the screen, in a strange mishmash of effect settings. And I'm someone that actually liked the game a great deal, but there were a lot of wonky things occurring. Also, that lack of ray tracing on the console versions, which, while incredibly expensive computationally, still was absolutely worth seeing on the PC. And in a game where you frequently felt like a pinata in a Twin Peaks episode, just getting shot and stabbed and punched and clawed at from all sides by supernatural enemies, those drops in fidelity and response were absolutely disappointing on the console. Now, this isn't to say at times they didn't look good. They did, but this award isn't for the participants in a race who crossed the finish line because everyone else helped each other over. This is the Henry Cavill, the Witcher himself award, and he don't mess around. When you look back at Control, I think the only thing that the PC version of the game didn't do was explain why you can turn this into this. And that's using the most advanced mocapping technology in the world. But no matter how much power they had, they couldn't unworld police that weird reconstruction. 2019 was a fun year, and 2020 looks to be even more so, really regardless of what system you have. As I roll into the rest of the awards, just remember, regardless of the platform you play a game on, regardless of the money you can or can't throw at a platform to experience this amazing hobby, everyone needs to shower. Make sure you do so. So as we wrap this up, I'd like to know what game, if you have multiple platforms, you really saw a huge difference between those platforms, whether it be Switch and the consoles and the PC, or vice versa. Again, I want to thank the patrons for coming up with this. I threw out the idea of some various awards and asked different people what they thought, and this is one of them that came up. I didn't get the exact authorization to put the person's first and last name in this video, so I'm not going to. But you know who you are, and thank you very much for that suggestion in the Patreon. As for me, that's it. You guys will see some more awards coming up in the next couple days. And then as we roll into 2020, the reviews will start coming out. Got some new things planned as well. You'll see some new stuff on Twitch. You'll see some adjustments here and there. But as always, you're going to see a ton of reviews from me. And I buy a copy of every single game, even if the developer gives me a code. So if you come to Patreon and help out there, it helps me give you guys reviews that aren't 2 minutes long or filled with sponsored bullcrap. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your week.